we'll see how this works. I've not written on this in a long time. But we are going to review slope-intercept form because now that we are ready, our ultimate goal in this class is to be ready for Algebra 1. Where's the pen? Okay. So our ultimate goal is to be ready for Algebra 1. So you have to be able to solve equations. We've been reviewing that for a long time. You guys did really good on the review last week. Now we've got to graph linear equations. And then we are going to do a few things like we do Pythagorean theorem in Algebra 1. I think you guys have mastered that. We've reviewed slope. Now I will tell you that slope is something that goes over and over and over again. So we will probably continue to review it over and over and over again. We only have 26 days. Well, technically we take out the 3 days of finals. We have 23 days to review things that I think you're going to need next year for Algebra 1. Do you think that seems not too bad? 23 days plus 3 days of finals. 26 total days left. Or no, it's 25 after today. And you have to take finals if you don't pass the 9 weeks, either 9 weeks. If you pass both 9 weeks in a class, then you don't have to take the finals. But if you have if you're tardy 5 times, hopefully you don't have 5 tardies, because if you have 5 tardies, you gotta take them all. So we did some stuff like this. Do you guys remember talking about this? Slope-intercept form? Do you guys remember what M stands for?
No.
All right, M is your slope. And what's your B? It's an intercept.
Y-intercept.
Y-intercept. And the slope tells us our rise over run. And this tells us where to start on the y-axis. So we are going to review a couple of these. So I'm going to give you guys an equation. And then you guys are going to tell me how to graph it. So you guys have a graphing grid on your whiteboards. All right, so which number do we start with? Do we start with the 1/2 or do we start with the -3? -3, begin with B. Begin with B, and then M tells you how to move. But B is your beginning. We begin at -3 on the y-axis. So if we, sorry guys, they've updated this since I've used it last, and so I'm getting used to it. So we begin at -3 on the y-axis. So does that tell me to go up 3 or down 3?
Down 3.
All right, we start at the origin, we go down 3. 1, 2, 3, and then we make a point. Then our 1/2 tells us how we're going to move. All right, are they both? It's positive, right?
So it goes up to
Up one.
over
Which way over?
1.
Which way is positive? Positive is to the right. We're going to go up 1 and to the right. Now, do we start at the origin or do we start from our point? Start from the point. So from the point, we go up 1 and over 2 and make a point. Do we have room to do that again?
Yeah.
Up 1, over 2. The more points you make, the straighter your lines are. Then once you have some points made, now what if we didn't have room to go up 1 and over 2? What would be the opposite of up 1 and to the right 2?
Down
to the left.
Down 1 to the left 2. Is that still in line with the rest of them?
Yeah.
And we can
Do it one time.
extend our lines and make our arrows. I don't want itty bitty lines. I want to extend your lines across your graph today. What do you guys think? Remember doing this?
Yes.
All right, let's do one more.
Are we just graphing?
Nate. Hey, is that one? I don't know. Get up.
2, and it's a positive 2. So what does that tell me to do to start? Up 2 or down 2? Up 2, make a dot. Alright, now we are told that we gotta move. What number tells us how to move?
Down.
We go down 3. Now, how do we make any whole number or fraction? Over what?
1.
Which way to over?
Left.
Right.
Alright, now look. We only have one negative sign. The down takes care of the negative. So then we just go over 1. Because if we do negative and a negative, that turns into a positive. We don't want a positive 3, it's a negative 3. So we are going to go down 3. 1, 2, 3, over 1. Now does that make a downhill slope? Negative slopes are supposed to go downhill. Now, is it okay to go up 3 and back 1 if we have room?
Yes.
Now, we didn't, but do we have room to go down 3 and over 1 again?
Yes.
Yeah. Try to make as many points as you can if you have the room. And then we extend our line. Pretend like those go through the dots. And we make our arrows. So, with slope-intercept form, we always begin with B. And then our slope tells us how to move. Now, what if there's not a coefficient with x? What number can we put with x if there's not one?
Like anything.
1. So if you just see something like an x by itself, that is a 1x. Alright, so you guys have, I'm going to say, it's on Canvas today. You have 6 problems to try, just like this. I didn't know how long I was going to be out today, so I made the assignment super short. So you guys have 6 problems to do today. Submit those as soon as you get those done. And then tomorrow we're going to do another review.